Alright, hello guys. We are doing a motovlog on the mountain bike today. It's Saturday evening. And before we get going here, I gotta give a shout out to Max Sigmund. He told me to give his channel a shout out. NC space BN, all capital letters. Go ahead, subscribe. He's got some cool mountain bike videos on there. Some reviews. Go check him out. But anyway, how's it going, guys? It's been a while since I've done one. I've had a lot of requests and I've been putting it off and putting it off. So I figured I'd finally come out and do one on the full suspension mountain bike. Hopefully it's not too dark out. Wearing my dirt bike helmet, riding around in the neighborhood. There's my truck. For y'all that don't follow me on social media, that's my truck. It's a 98 Chevy 1500. It's a Z71. Blue. Thing is awesome. This drinks gas like crazy. But I kind of miss doing motovlogs, even though I've been putting it off doing one. It's just been a while. I was looking on one of my videos and I had a request from a month ago asking me to do a motovlog. So here we are. About me, let's see here. Tomorrow is brushy, round 5, I believe. We will not be there. We were going to the beach tomorrow. I don't know what that sound is, if y'all can hear it. We're going to the beach tomorrow, stay for a week. Then I gotta go to a leadership conference, little camp thing, the week after the beach. So I'll be gone for a little while, so I figured I'd do an update real quick. Tell everybody where I'm going. Talk a little bit about the season. Season's gone well. Been running good. Learning a few things about the bike myself. I have done a ton of bike riding this past week after Denver. Denver was okay. It's just I had a decent start and crashed. Put all the way in the back. I lost 2 minutes or so. Minute and a half, 2 minutes on the first lap. So it was just impossible to come back, and then the heat started taking over there on the last couple laps. I dropped off a little bit because I had to push from the beginning. It was kind of hard to hold my pace like that. But I got a few things. My pace was good. I was just lacking in a few areas that I know I can be better. And that's about it. It's been fun. I got 6th. 6th isn't bad, but definitely know I can do more. Got the handy phone case right there. So I can look at my phone. It's mostly to keep track of miles and what I ride when I go out and ride hard. This thing's fun though. I like the full suspension. It's a fun bike. It's actually more fun than mine because it's so much more playable, I guess I could say. I can play around with it a little bit more. I like to do trials, and it's easier to jump this bike. So the race before Denver was Flat Rock. I had a good start and rode well. Ended up 4th. Had some suspension issues, but like I said, we worked that out before Denver. So I've got the bike handling well. Handling how I like it. Could do a few little tweaks here and there, but other than that, we're good. So don't ignore that right there. So we're out for summer. I'm going to use this as a little advertisement. If anybody needs any yard work locally near foothills of North Carolina, the foothills part of North Carolina, any mowing, anything, any little busy works kind of stuff, let me know. Try to make a little extra money over this break. But like I said, I'm gonna be at the beach. I plan on doing a lot of road biking while we're down there. Feel like that'll be pretty beneficial. And then the Broyhill Leadership Conference in Charlotte. It's like a camp of how to become a better leader. And I got picked to go to that, so we're gonna be heading down. I'll be by myself for a week in Charlotte. But other than that, not much is going on. Getting older and more responsibility. But anyway, weather has been terrible this year. It's been raining non-stop. See clouds, probably gonna rain tonight. But it's been raining non-stop, so we've had a bad season of canceled races, and we're way behind in Mid-East. I've only done 2 Mid-East races. They're in like round 9, already on their summer break, and we're at round 5. Just because of cancellation. That's one good thing about Mid-East, is they don't cancel races. For those of you who want to comment, start a war in the comment section. Which series do you think is better, Mid-East or North Carolina series? Which is more fun, and which would you prefer doing? I like North Carolina races. I like the tighter technical races. It's not always super fast, but the Mid-East are fun. The fast races, it's nice to get a break out there and go fast. And they have some technical races too, like Enola. Enola was one of my favorite tracks this year. Hopefully go back again this summer when they go back for the second time. I think that's after their summer break ends. Big bike racing is a lot more tough on the body. When I was on minis, I was on biggest bike you can run, which was basically a super mini big wheel, and shortest race, it was only an hour long. And there was a lot of competition last year, which a lot of us have moved out, opened up mini racing. It's actually pretty fun to watch the mini racing. I got some friends up there, they're up towards the front, and they're battling pretty hard, and it's fun to watch. But back to the big bike topic. Right now, I'm riding a 125, which is probably one of the smaller big bikes you can run displacement-wise. And it's a tougher ride, because all these other people on 250s and bigger bikes, they track really well. So, I'm on a bit of a rougher ride, and I have to ride it harder considering I have less power. So I've really had to take more of an incentive into training more. So me and Dad got into mountain bikes, and it's paid off. I think if I would have did what I did last year and tried to come out and race the big bike, probably wouldn't have been good. But another thing was lack of off-season riding. I did a lot of training, get stronger, get more fit. But I even heard Ken Roxon say this too. You can train all you want off the bike, but until you get on the bike, you're not going to know where you stand, just because it's so much different. Like, there's a reason it's the toughest sport and most physically demanding, because it works your whole body, and it works it in a way that's hard to prepare for. So I prepared as much as I could over the off season, but I only rode like 4 times this winter, just because of time and conditions, and we just really we just wanted to take a break. And that was a little bit of a problem coming into the year, because I was underprepared as far as time on the bike. Now, technique and everything, I feel like I've got that down, but just long term. So, since I can drive now, I can go ride more, even by myself. So now, I'm going to try to put a lot more laps in this summer, get back to where I believe I can be. I mean, my best race has been a 4th at Flat Rock, but I was pretty far off of the leaders. So we're working. We're continuing to work. We've got good starts and we've had bad starts, and that's another thing. The bad start at the last race did not help. I can be a little bit better on that, a little bit more consistent on the starts. It's hard to do though, because you have to time it like perfect and be absolutely perfect with your technique to pull the start on a 125 when everyone else is in 250s. But it's actually quite fun because we've been around for a while. I'm racing against a lot of people that I've watched race big bikes for a long time. And it's fun. Like Ben, he's one of them. He's really fast. He's got a bit of an advantage on me right now. And Charlie and all these other people, Nate Ford, he's another one of our friends. He's in the 20 plus class, but it's really interesting to race against people you've watched to see where you stand compared to them. And it's cool racing with Dad. I start 2 rows behind him, and he always makes jokes that I won't catch him, so it makes me push a little bit harder in the beginning, to be honest. And it's fun. I mean, it's a whole different animal, and it's actually more of my style, the longer races, but I'm lacking a little bit right now. I prefer the longer races because I get into a better rhythm later in the race. I just got to get myself a little bit better, so to speak. Let's talk a little GNCC action. Caleb Russell continuing to do what he always does, which is basically it comes down to the fact that he's probably he's probably the fastest guy. But I think he outworks a lot of other guys because way deep in that 3rd hour, he just has what it takes. And he doesn't drop off maybe, or he can pick up the pace. Now, big shout out to Trevor, local guy here, big fan. Races the Mid-East Series a lot. He actually is doing a full point series, I think, again this year. He won it last year. Big shout out to him for sticking right with Caleb for the whole race. And I think that's really what it takes. I think Thad did it a couple times and he started learning what it took to run there the whole time, and now he's doing it. And he wasn't far off those two at this past race, so it's real cool to see. Toth and Kelly in XC2, they just got a hold of that class. Really, they like took every podium for the first, I'd say 5 or 6 rounds. And then this past race, Ben did not get on the podium, which was unfortunate. He's the points leader. They're both really cool guys, and I enjoy their story. I enjoy watching the J-Day series. You also got, speaking of the J-Day series, you also got guys like Johnny Gerard. He struggled a little bit though, making the transition. I don't think his 3-hour fitness is there. He's got the speed. We've seen that because Ricky Russell went and did one of their J-Days and he didn't pull away from Johnny. He only beat him by 3 seconds in the second moto. So we know those guys have got the pace. It's just, can they figure out the 3-hour game, which Toth and Kelly really have. They've excelled. It's a lot tougher doing this with a dirt bike helmet on. This is how I should train, with the dirt bike helmet on. But yeah, it's been fun to watch this year. This year's felt way different though. Like the vibes from last year, we were racing a lot more. It just feels way different. It feels like we haven't even started. But that's how it goes sometimes. It's getting dark now. Hopefully you can see a little bit. But not a whole lot more going on in my life. I guess let me know if any of you local people want to ride, because I am 100% down to ride now, being that I can travel. I'm actually wanting to go up to Silver Creek, which is Trevor Bollinger's track that they're opening back up this summer. They're opening the MX and apparently a couple woods trails, so I'm looking forward to going up there. I want to do some more moto, maybe do a couple races. I've always said that, but just haven't been able to get out and do some racing moto. But that would be fun. Do a little bit more stuff this off season. I'm coming up on my senior year. It's crazy. One more year high school, then off to college for me. Well guys, thank you for watching. We're gonna end it with a wheelie, because that's how you have to do it. End it with a good wheelie after this car goes by. Oh, they're pulling in down there. Okay. We'll end it with a wheelie. Thank you for watching. Comment what you want in the next moto vlog. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. See you later.